Do you want to work and live in the UK? If you're a dentist, it's the MSc in Advanced General Dental Practice. If you're a medics or a doctor, it's the MSc in Advanced General Medical Practice.
Assalamu alaikum, this is Marwa Yasin, student counselor at the Edify group of companies, and we are here today with a session that is going to be very helpful and fruitful for the students in the future, because today we are having CEO and Dean of Ulster University, Mr. Maher Al-Masri, and he is in the College of Dentistry, Medicine and Dentistry. So I would like to ask you, sir, that how are you having your time here in the Pakistan currently?
Thank you very much. I mean, this is not only the first time, but probably visit number 5 or 6 to Pakistan. I always enjoy coming to Lahore and coming to Islamabad and to the other cities as well. Rich in culture, which we love.
That's great, no?
I enjoyed it, yes, thank you.
And okay, so today we are here for the introduction of 2 programs that COMD is offering for the students. And first I would like to introduce you guys that video has already been on our YouTube channel already, and the program's name is Advanced General Dental Practice and Advanced General Medicine Practice. So today Sir Maher Al-Masri is going to tell us and introduce us with both the courses, and he is going to tell us about the give us the brief introduction about the courses and tell us how these courses are going to be beneficial for the students. So sir, can you please like to introduce both the courses in general and give us a brief introduction?
Thank you. Let me start with introducing the college itself. So the College of Medicine and Dentistry in the UK, which is an out centre of University of Ulster. We focused basically on employability and enhancing the future career of clinicians, healthcare clinicians. We started in 2013. We were part of another big university, and then we carved out and we established our own entity in 2018, and we became the largest postgraduate provider in dentistry in the UK in terms of student numbers.
That's great.
Because of the focus on employability, because of focus on enhancing the career of the clinicians, we are focused on postgraduate education, and that's our college. And students, they love to come and join us because it's a sort of one-to-one mentoring and coaching until they reach to where they want to be in terms of their career. So that's the college. And then we have established the 2 most innovative programs in the UK currently in terms of international demand, in terms of international students who wants to come and study and work in the UK. The first one is the Masters in Advanced General Dental Practice, that is focused on the dentist, international, overseas dentist, who would like to study, train, and then work in the UK. And it's very intensive, so 1 year long, and it leads to work in the UK. And currently, within the next year or 2, we're providing guaranteed employment opportunities for those who manage to register in the GDC within the current legislative opportunities. So it's a guaranteed opportunity for work for dentists.
Okay, so how long the student can work after completing the degree in the UK?
So the program is a 1 year, it's intensive, and then they've got 2 routes. Either that they use the current legislation in the UK and work for 2 years, and that the government in the UK will give them at least 2 years post-study visa opportunity to work, and then they will need to find a sponsor, or we support them in finding a sponsor who will give them additional years. Or if they wish to go and work with the current partner that we have, it's a company called, or a corporate called My Dentist. It's the largest dental corporate in Europe, and if they work with them, they give them a visa sponsorship, and that visa sponsorship is it doesn't have an end. It can be forever until they get an indefinite leave
So that sounds really great for the students who are planning to work, not only to study and also to work in the UK. So this was about advanced general dental practice, right? Okay.
Correct. And there is a big demand currently on that program from all around the world, because it's the only program that is focused on the employability of these dentists to come and work in the UK after 1 year of intensive training. But it also is it's intensive training, but it also carries with it or provides an MSc degree. So
that's
it's a guaranteed employability, guaranteed job for those who register in the GDC, who manage to register in the GDC, and we support them in all meanings for registration in the GDC. And it gives them a visa, sponsorship, and they have an MSc degree as well.
At the same time.
At the same time. So that's the innovation of that program.
Okay, so can you please shed some light that how the course is different from MSc program, and is it beneficial for the students if they come back to Pakistan and they continue to work over there? How beneficial is that going to be? If it is that important for them to work over there, or returning back to Pakistan and then starting their work over there is beneficial for them?
Right. I'll address the students themselves, if that's all right. The very first question that we ask our students, or the people who are interested in joining our degree, is where do you see yourself in 3 to 5 years from the point of enrolling in the program? Do you see yourself staying and working in the UK or in Europe? Do you see yourself going back home? Or do you see yourself going back to another country where you would like to live and work, for example, in the Middle East? And that's a very important question that you need to ask yourself, and you need to get that answer, and we will support you in forming the answer for that question, because that question and that answer determines which program that you need to join. So if you would like to work and live in the UK, it's the Masters in Advanced General Dental Practice. It's a 1-year intensive program, and that takes you to guaranteed employment, and that takes you to completing all the educational and training elements for you to start life and work in the UK, which includes reculture you, the whole culture of employment and practice, clinical practice in the UK. All the regulations, the medical regulations in the UK, the NHS, the medical legal aspects, the professional work in the UK, consenting in the UK, how to communicate effectively with patients. All of this in addition to enhancing your clinical skills as a general dental practitioner, and get you prepared to sit the license exams in the GDC or in the LDS, Royal College, etc. So that's a very important route for those who are interested in working and living in the UK. So now, those who say, yes, I want to work and live in the UK, that's the program of choice. If you would like to study and go back home, that's a different route, and we will support you in that route. And we have specialty programs that takes you or focus your training on one aspect of dentistry, whether that aspect is oral surgery, oral implantology, restorative and aesthetic dentistry, periodontics, endodontics. We have the widest choice of programs, and you can choose one of these programs if you want to study and return in the UK. And our alumni, people who finished our programs previously, they came back to Pakistan, and they work as basically in colleges, associate, assistant professors, specialists in practice, and they're doing really well after finishing the program of choice that they finished with us. That program, or these programs, they're normally 3 years in duration. Some of them are 2 years in duration, so they're not 1 year intensive program, and they lead to focus skills in one specialty, in one area or one discipline. So that is something that you would need to decide. The same set of programs, which are focusing on one discipline, you can take if you would like to go and live in the Middle East and work in the Middle East or any other country. So now the question and the answer is at your end. You need to decide, do you want, from joining our college, do you want to live and work in the UK, or you want to go back home? You need to aim, and you need to focus on your career and focus on what you want to do, where you see yourself in 3 to 5 years from now. So I hope that I answered that question.
Yes, it's answered. And the next question that I'm going to ask you is that MSc Advanced General Medical Practice. So previously we have discussed a general dental practice program, and now we are going to discuss about MSc Advanced General Practice. So can you please tell me how beneficial is that program and how different both programs are from each other?
So after the success that we had in the dentistry, we tried to diversify into medicine, and the obvious program of choice was the MSc in Advanced General Medical Practice, which is similar to the dental practice program, and it leads to work and employability in the UK as a medical doctor. We train you on all legislative and regulations. We train you on professionalism. We train you on basically how to work in the UK, NHS, how to specialize later on, how to take a hospital route or a GP route. As a medical doctor, we train you on all these aspects as a medical doctor, and then at the end of the program, we basically lead you to sit the PLAB exam, which will change later on in 1 or 2 years' time, and it will be the UKMLE exam. And we are the college that is focused on taking you in all the education during that 1 year, focusing you on finishing that PLAB exam as soon as possible. So that's for the medical doctor, it's not for the dentist.
Okay, and both are different from each other. Both the courses are not same, right?
Well, they're similar in the structure of the program,
okay,
but they're different in terms of the material that are taught. The one that is for dentists is focusing on graduating people as competent dentists, and
okay,
they're ready to sit dentistry. Yes. So focusing them on sitting the license exam in the GDC, as well as giving them guaranteed opportunity of employability within the UK with the largest dental corporate in the UK, My Dentist. The one for medical doctors, the campus is not in Birmingham, it's in Northern Ireland.
Okay.
And similar structure to the dental one. It focuses all the training on the PLAB exam. So imagine someone who's doing 1 year full time, addressing, learning, training on the aspects of the PLAB exam. He will spend his time learning, eating, breathing, living, thinking, PLAB exam.
Exactly.
So that is what we're aiming for, that you finish the PLAB exam as soon as possible and then straight away provide you with opportunity of a job in the UK. It doesn't need to be in Northern Ireland. We welcome you to stay in Northern Ireland, but it can be anywhere in England or Northern Ireland or Wales or Scotland, the place of your choice. There is a huge shortage of medical doctors in the UK. We would like you to come and train with us and then work with us in the UK as a medical doctor to enhance the NHS in that form.
So the major point that we want to make over here regarding these two programs is that the program is going to help you develop skills that you actually need to practice after completing the courses. Am I right in that aspect?
Correct.
Okay, so thank you so much for answering both the questions. And also एक और चीज़ मैं mention कर दूँ, the one thing that I want to mention over here is that the students are going to have a different career outcomes from both the programs, right? In the advanced general dental practice, they are going to have a different career opportunity, and in the advanced general medical practice, the students is going to have a different opportunity in the field, right? That was the point that we have made earlier.
Correct. It's for a different type of students.
Yes.
I mean, the dentistry program is for dentists.
Yes.
And the medical program is for medical doctors.
Exactly.
And the career opportunity for both, they're different.
Yes.
So dentists, they normally work in dental practice. Medical doctors, they either work in the GP practice or they work in hospitals, within one or different specialties, basically.
So that we have made that clear for you. And now we would like to, sir already has discussed the benefits of the courses. I would now like to ask the question, that is, will CUMD let students know when dates are available for PLAB and ORE? Will the CUMD let the students know about that?
We communicate closely with the GDC in the UK and with the GMC, and currently there is a huge backlog of dates of number of applicants in terms of those who would like to sit the license exam, whether that's the GDC or the GMC. But we communicate closely with them. We know that the GDC is reforming the process now, the current ORE process, and there will be many opportunities starting from the year 2024 to sit the ORE exam, the new form of the ORE exam. There will be lots of opportunities. The GDC will open this for external providers, I mean like colleges, like ourselves, we will apply to GDC to get basically licensed to examine students and assess students. So that will change dramatically in terms of dentistry in the year 2024, and that's a governmental aim and purpose, governmental strategy to increase number of dentists, and that's public information. You can see it in even the new government website. For medical doctors, we know that there are limited opportunities now, but we have close relationship with the GMC, and we're trying to enhance those and make it a lot simpler for students. But more importantly, we'd like our students to be ready to sit the exam. There is no point they get a date and they're not ready. We'd like them to have one stab at that exam in PLAB 1 and PLAB 2, and we would like them to get ready. When they sit the exam, they finish it as soon as possible. There's no point of sitting the exam if not ready.
So the point is that the university obviously is going to assess the students regarding the dates of PLAB and ORE. And okay, so the next question I would like to ask is that the benefit of an MSc program, that is it going to be beneficial for the student to appear for to choose an MSc program in comparison to ORE and any other program?
Right, it's a good question. At the end of the day, when you compete in any job, whether that is within dentistry or within medicine, that 3 letters next to your name, it means a lot. Whether that is in the UK or abroad or international.
Exactly.
That means that you have done extensive reading and extensive academic work at master's level, at level 7. And you have done research as well. Currently, because of the competition on the progression in career, to become consultants, to become professors, to become senior in any career in the UK, people, especially in medicine dentistry, people or employers, the NHS for example, private hospitals, they would like people to have done at least a small research project. And the research component that we do within the college would basically enhance their skills, enhance their knowledge, and provide them with all this background. So
obviously, to increase your personal attributes and skill is the most important part for the degree that you are going to have. Not only the degree, but you must also be, having the skills that is required to perform in the future while you are working. That is the point.
It's a very important point, but it also enhances their CV. They make them more competitive. They make them more employed.
Employable. Exactly.
Exactly. So that is the benefit of the MSc, whether that is a UK or international. But there's also another benefit that is very crucial. I mean, and you mentioned what's the difference between this program and someone else who's doing ORE, a short ORE course in the UK or abroad, or short PLAB course. I mean, the answer to that question is, think it yourself. You're doing one full year that is focused on achieving that outcome, which is basically the ORE or the PLAB.
Exactly.
And how can you compare this to someone who's doing only 10 days or 5 days or 3 days? of focus training on 𝗬𝗔 or PLAB. That's a big difference.
Huge difference.
So we address all the issues, intensive level, and we have basically done this for the past at least 2 or 3 years, and we have success rates.
Okay, so what would you like to tell the students about the acceptance of MSc degree globally?
It's an MSc degree from the United Kingdom. It's acceptable. It's recognized everywhere in the world. Higher education from the United Kingdom is considered one of the top higher education in the world, and people will value your degree wherever you go.
That's great. Okay, so next question that I'm moving forward toward is, what if a student fails to pass the 𝗬𝗏 and PLAB exam in the very first attempt? So is he going to get another chance to appear for the PLAB exam, and can he prepare the exam and reappear for it again in the future?
Yeah, I mean, we wish that you don't fail the exam. We wish that you only sit the exam when you are well prepared, and we will advise you on when you are prepared. So we advise you when we think you're ready, so go and sit the exam. So we tell you if you're ready or not. We assess your readiness to sit the exam. Having said that, we know that exams are different. Nobody can guarantee for you that you will pass exams. No one at all. It's your skills, and it's what you do in the exam on that particular day. So if you fail the exam, hopefully not. If you fail the exam, you have opportunities to resit the exam. And we will keep training you. We'll come back to our college and we'll keep training you until you pass that exam.
That's great. Okay, so the next question that I would like to ask is that, will student be allowed to conduct research work during the program? Any research that is allowed for the student to do during the program itself?
That's a very essential component of the program.
Exactly.
We teach them how to do research into smaller sort of modules, research methodology 1 and research methodology 2. They create a proposal in the research methodology 1, and they create the protocol in the research methodology 2, and they start the project. And that will progress them to do a dissertation, and they finish within that 1 year, they finish a small research project.
Okay, the question over here is that the dissertation or the project, it will be given by the teacher itself, or it will be already assigned in the program and every student has to undergo the same project or dissertation on the same topic?
It's different topics. We have a large pool of research supervisors, and they come from different research backgrounds, and they give us, each supervisor, they give us a number of questions. So we provide a bank of research questions, and then students choose from these research questions. Okay. But let me just say also, if a student that happened in the past, if a student has a research area in mind and would like to answer that research question, and then he present that to us, and we think that this is feasible and doable within that 1 year of study, then we were more than happy to support this, and we were happy to do it. If that research question, if we think that this research question takes longer time, then we advise the students not to do it, because we'd like the student to finish that research within that year of study.
That's great. So you can have the chance of choosing the research project of your own choice as well, but that is also going to be checked in by the teachers or the professor itself. Okay, so the next question I would like to ask over here is that, what do you think, how important research is for the students to conduct during the program, and how what skills the research program is going to, important factors and the skills students are going to build by having the research program during the process during the program?
Any job as a consultant in the UK nowadays requires someone to have done research project, at least one research project. So that is very crucial, to learn research methodology and to have done at least one research project. And we are providing this to all our students, so they're doing at master's level at least one research project, and they will learn a lot from research perspective with us. So it's really crucial to learn it.
That's great. In order to be more employable, it is important for the student to have the one research program and one research module or dissertation during the 1 year program they are going to have in any relevant degree. It makes you more employable, and obviously it's going to help you acquire skills that are needed to perform in the future as well. Okay, so the next question is regarding the outcomes and what career or department the student can apply for a job after this degree. Which department they can join after completing the degree?
It obviously differs if the student is a dentist or a medics. Within dentistry, they need to have a license in the UK to work as dentist. We do support them to get a license as therapist initially, because that makes them get a job as soon as they leave the program. And then when they sit the license exam, they upgrade to dentistry rank or dentistry jobs. If they wish to progress further, become specialists, so we have the other programs and we will support them in that, whether that is in our college or outside our college. So our alumni, they're part of the college at any time, and we keep mentoring them and support them until they basically find the route that they want to pursue. That's for dentists.
Okay.
Medical graduates who finish our AGMP program, they get complete support in terms of the next step in their career. Do they wish to work in medical practice as GPs, and they need to undertake that GP training in the UK, and we try to support them in all forms to establish that first step as a GP trainee. And those who would wish to go in hospital work and become specialists and become consultants in hospitals, we also support them in taking the next step in their career, whether that is internal medicine specialty or surgical specialty.
Or they can take the dental public health path as well.
Well, that dental public health is for dentists, so let's differentiate between dentists and medics.
Okay.
Those medics can take the medical public health, so the general public health route, but they can take that as well. So we support them. That it's diverse area. The choices are just large number of employability and career choices.
Okay, so the other question is that what would you recommend the students, that should they take the AGDP, AGMP or any other specialization that a university has to offer? Among these three, what is going to be the most beneficial?
Let me go back to the first question. Do you want to work and live in the UK? If you're a dentist, it's the MSc in Advanced General Dental Practice. If you're a medics or a doctor, it's the MSc in Advanced General Medical Practice. But if you wish to go back to Pakistan or anywhere in the world, then that program is not good for you. If you wish to go back to Pakistan and anywhere in the world, then basically you take one of other specialty programs, MSc in oral surgery, implantology, restorative, periodontics, endodontics, the program of your choice. Connect with us, we will advise you, we will support you in finding that choice. But if you want to work in the UK, you need to act now. We need you, there's a big opportunity for you, you need to act now, and we will open the door for you, we'll take you to the next step.
I have asked the same question again because all of you, many of the students have this misapprehension and misconception. They do not have the right idea of how the degree is going to be beneficial for them, and if they want to return back to Pakistan or they want to pursue their career in the UK, although they adopt the program to pursue their career in the UK, but the answer for them, the answer they deliver is that they want to come back to Pakistan. So I have asked the question twice in order to make you people understand that how the course is going to be beneficial for you if you want to return back to Pakistan and if you want to work in the UK. So basically the program is for the people, the students who want to pursue their career in the UK, not in Pakistan. So these were the questions that I really appreciate your presence over here and answering all the questions that were compulsory for the students to know in order to undertake both the programs. The other question that I would like to ask over here is that can you please tell us about the alumni that is currently that you currently know and that have undergone the programs and they are working in different fields, so that other students can have the idea that how the program is going to be beneficial for them, and how many people are currently working in the respective fields after having their degrees.
So we started this initiative or this set of programs in January 21, and the number of students that come from abroad and they study this program is large. We're talking about a few hundred. The majority of those who started early in 2021, they are currently in jobs. We have statistics that over 85% they have received their registration and in the GDC, and they are currently in jobs. We have made interviews that you can see them on our website as well, the college website, com.org.uk, or communicate with Edify. They will tell you, they will show you those videos of the students and the career progression for these students. Some of them from Pakistan, some of them from other countries, and they are in jobs currently. So it takes that 1 year. It's a big change in your career, big change in your life. We change the life of people. Those who are interested in moving, relocating, and establish a professional life in the UK, this is the safest route for you, whether you're a dentist or medics. It's hard work. It's an intensive 1 year. It's hard work, but you will get there if you follow our instructions and our support.
It's hard work, but it's going to be fruitful and beneficial for you to have a very promising future in the end. And okay, so I'm moving towards the end, and the last question that I would like to ask, and I would like to in fact I would like to ask you that any message that you want to convey to the students from Pakistan regarding the program, or any message that is going to be beneficial and that you want to convey through this video, so that can be helpful for them to have the idea regarding the university or the program, and anything that can help for them in the future.
So the big message that I'd like to say is that focus on the long-term aim that you see basically that fits for your life, for your purpose, for your circumstances, and communicate with us. We are here to help you. We are here to support you. We are the College of Employability, College of Career Enhancement, and we are working closely with Edify to support you in the next step of your life. Communicate with us and we will support you in that sense.
That was an absolutely great session with Mahal Mastri, and I would like to thank you for answering all the questions that have been due from a very long time from the student sides, and I hope and believe the students are going to take benefit from the video, and they are going to definitely have their questions answered from the session. Thank you so much for your presence, sir, and we are very grateful for your presence in Pakistan and at Edify Group of Companies. That was all from today from me and Sir Mahal Al-Mastri, and I hope that I am going to come with another video, and please do watch the video on YouTube channel and give us the feedback and review regarding today's video. This was Marwa Yasin, student counselor at Edify Group of Companies.
Thank you.
Allah Hafiz.